Hey, it's still Tuesday. Really kind of wish it was Wednesday. We'd be halfway through the week. I was thinking about a scenario in which I think one of the things that I said was not offering to help unless you lend money. That was one of them. I actually have a personal scenario in which something similar to that happened. And I just wanted to talk about it, I guess. So there was someone I was seeing. This individual was very romantic with me, stated that they wanted to have a child, love me very much, etc., etc. This individual, I came up on some money, and I decided that I wanted to give some of my money to him. And one day we had a disagreement, and he said, well, I don't love you like you love me. Okay, but you just said you want to have a child. You have children with women you don't love? Okay. I began to feel that I was being taken advantage of, so I did not give him the money, and that made him think that I don't love him. But I had already given him quite a bit. And he still didn't love me. There wasn't any ulterior motive. It wasn't, you need to love me in exchange for the money. It was never like that. What it was you told me that you loved me, which made my heart open to helping you. If it was the other way around, like say if he never said any of those things, but we were still vibing and having a great time, I still would have gave him the money. I really would have. I'm a very generous individual. That's one of my biggest traits, and one of the hardest things that I've had to learn how to control. If we were vibing and everything was cool, and he didn't give me this whole spiel about loving me and wanting to have a child and all this stuff, I would have gave him the money. But it was the fact that he said all that, then took it all back. That made me feel like I was being taken advantage of. And so I want you guys to make sure that when I'm giving you examples of abuse, that you look at it from a full scope, okay? Because in one sense, if it really was a case of, oh, well, if you're not going to give me a relationship and you're not going to be with me, then I'm not giving you this money, right? If that was the case, that would have been abuse. But that wasn't the case. The case was, you told me you loved me, which opened me up to being generous. And had you not opened me up to being generous by lying, essentially, because you said you don't love me. So if you didn't open me up by lying, I still would have been open to it. So those are you want to make sure that you're looking at the full scope. Don't just think every single person is abusing you or using you or has an ulterior motive to why they do things. You need to make sure you're looking at the full scope and what everybody in the situation is doing and how your actions could have caused that. Just saying.